Alright, this is my home built log splitter. Well, except for that part. That was a splitter off of a 3-point. Bought, I think it was bought at Feldman's. My cousin bought it. Came with the tractor I got from his wife when he left her. She said, asked me if I wanted the tractor. I said, yeah. She said, come pick it up. I said, okay. Got brush hog blade, 2-bottom plow, 6-foot disc. This log splitter was on it. Generator quit working on it. Cousin just left it where it sat 2 years. Drained all the fluids out of it and let it sit. Well, I brought it home, put a GM 1-wire alternator on it, and filled her up full of fluids, and she started right up. But I didn't need 4-cylinder power in this thing, and my hydraulic pump on it was getting a little weak, so I didn't have the $800 to rebuild the pump. So I built it self-contained. This way I ain't got to run 4-cylinder motor just to split wood. I had most of the parts laying around. That hydraulic tank right there come off one of the dump trucks at work. The back and bottom was all rotted out on it. It was a 30-gallon tank. Well, I cut about 10 inches off of it right here. I just drew a line around it and cut it off, and some 10-gauge sheet metal on the bottom and back. Welded me a new bunghole in there. Filter housing was on it. That damn filter right there is $105. I didn't buy a new one. It's running HWY 32 hydraulic fluid. Got about 15 gallons in it. Keeps it pretty cool. Run it for about 3 hours and temp gets up to about 85 degrees. It's pretty good. It's got a Haldex 16-gallon a minute 2-stage pump. Glad hand coupler there on a 9-horse Tecumseh. That was free. Altogether, I got about $150 into this thing. I mean, my brother-in-law got me the pump for free. Well, it was free for me, anyways. Everything else was shit that was laying around. I-beams were a little weak once I got the splitter beam onto her, so I had to box in the frame there. I don't know if you can see that. It's full plate all the way down it. It's real thin. It's like 1/8 inch or something, and didn't need much. All my money is pretty much into all the pipe fittings. I didn't want to run rubber lines this far back, and this thing tilts. It'll tilt and stand vertical. So I plumbed her. I got 1/2 inch galvanized all the way. Comes all the way back here to a rubber hose. Goes up to my valve. That's supply. Return, I wanted a little more speed out of her, so I got 3/4 inch all the way back up here to a shutoff valve. That way, if I got to do something to the cylinder, I got a shutoff valve here, I got a shutoff valve here, and I won't lose all my fluid. Yeah, it's got about I think I timed it 9-second full extension and back, so 9-second cycle time, which is pretty good. Good enough for me. Got a 2-inch coupler there, and that jack came off of I don't know what it came off of. Didn't have nothing on it. It was just a tube, the jack handle up here. I had to put a handle on it and put me a little thing there where I pull that pin out, and pull it out and rotate it, stick it back in so I can pull my 4-wheeler right here, because it sets pretty low. I had to get another ball because it set too damn low to the ground. It was dragging my hoses. And it's kind of cobbled up right there. It was far enough away from that corner there, but after it got heated up a few times, it laid down and was getting too close to that metal, so I just real quick tied her up. This is my wood pile. That stuff over there is green, but all this right here is from last year. Take it back. Yeah, from last year. And all this stuff back here It's fresh cut this year. There's a lot. I don't even know how much. There's so much damn wood there. I might have to start selling it. But this stuff right here is green. That stuff back over there, it's this year, but it's like January of this year. This stuff is all last year, but this right here is oak's green. Oak over in there. I don't have to cut none of this. None of it. And it gets delivered to me. You ask, well, how in the hell do you do that? Well, I got a tree company. Put an ad on Craigslist wanting brush for a bonfire, because everybody wants to party, nobody wants to cut brush. And this old boy called me, lives up in Independence. I live in southeast Independence, just north of Blue Springs. Come to find out he knew a guy I used to work with, and we become good friends. And so he hauls all the brush out here that he cuts, and I burn it for him. Every once in a while, he gives me 20 bucks. He's given me $100 a couple times when he brought me a load of hedge, and I ended up with 2 flat tires on my tractor. No, it was locust, not hedge. It was locust. Big old fucking needles. Brand new tube in one of them. Popped fucking 4 holes into it. Well, he gives me money every once in a while. Brings me a 30 pack every once in a while. And the only thing in return, all the hardwoods he cuts up and drops out here, because he don't sell it and he don't burn it. So I get it all. I got more than enough. It's just a pain in the ass splitting it all. That's the bad part. But propane's too expensive. I've already burned, let's say it's December, what was the day, 30th? Yeah, December 30th. It's fucking 60 degrees outside. Sorry about the wind too, it's kind of windy. It's supposed to drop off tomorrow, but anyway, so far this year I burned about probably 2 cords of wood. I got 2 fireplaces. You know, house is up there. I got a fireplace in the basement where I live at. It's all furnished out, full kitchen, bath, all that stuff. Me and my wife live down there. My mom lives on the 1st floor, and my sister and brother-in-law and their kid lives on the top floor. Got a fireplace in the 1st floor, and a fireplace in the living room in the basement. Propane, $2.50 a gallon. I'll burn free wood. Well, I gotta get off here and start splitting some wood. I got some piled up right there. I'm gonna split up right now. See you later.